Good morning, Mount Vernon Junior High. I'm Joseph.
And I'm Hannah.
And it's time for your morning broadcast. But before we get to today's breaking news, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now, on to today's announcements. We have the following sports camp forms available in the office: football, boys basketball, boys tennis, and baseball. We're continuing with iStep Plus practice tests today and tomorrow. This morning is Group 7A. 6B will test 7th period today, and 7B tests tomorrow morning. And now to Darren with sports.
Thanks, guys. This is your Channel 92 Sports Extra. The track teams traveled to North Posey last night. The boys defeated the Vikings 75-29. The girls also won 64-32. Great job, Bobcats. For the second night in a row, the Chicago Cubs came up with an exciting walk-off game and a winning hit over to the Cardinals. The Cubs try over the 3-game sweep this afternoon. That was your Channel 92 Sports Extra. Back to you, guys.
For your culinary delight, chicken fajitas, vegetable fried rice, fruit, and milk. Today's happy birthdays go out to Madeline Underwood, Kiara Hicks, Tristan Riggin, Jared Canato. This week's word of the week is antipathy. Antipathy, to noun, and it means aversion. And now to Mr. Kozlowski with a few words about the activity for today.
Good morning, students. We've talked a lot this year about our PRIDE program, which is an acronym, of course, and you guys all know what it stands for: pride, respect, integrity, dependability, and effort. And we've spent a lot of advisory activities doing certain things, hopefully, that have tied into all of the concepts and parts of our PRIDE program. We're getting close to the end of the year, and we're getting towards the end of the word PRIDE, which is the E, and that stands for effort. We're going to watch a video this morning, and then we're going to have a group discussion that is about effort and what we can all do with great effort. Now, we always hear things like give it your best shot, give it your all, do everything that you can do to be the best that you can be. And those are all well and good to say those things, but it's another thing to actually do those things. We all face great odds sometimes, meaning that sometimes there are things that we don't think we can do. Sometimes there are things that other people don't think we can do. And there are sometimes people actually may tell you there are things you can't do. Well, the truth of the matter is we can do whatever it is we set our minds to and whatever we put great effort towards. And that's called perseverance. And it's called overcoming those odds. And the odds are sometimes stacked up against you. Well, you're going to watch a video right now about a person who had great odds stacked up against him, and many people who did not believe in him, but he did. And we'll see what he accomplished, and we'll come right back after this video.
Thank you, Stuart. Now, some people spend their entire lives wishing for amazing things they'll never get. Others just focus on doing amazing things with whatever they have. Now, this past March, Arizona State senior Anthony Robles won an NCAA wrestling title, capping a perfect 36-0 season, the tournament's most outstanding wrestler. Anthony was born with only one leg, and that should matter to you, even if it never really mattered to him. Take a look.
I remember the first time I saw Anthony wrestle. I went in the stands, and my son threw down his crutches, and he hopped to the middle of the mat. And there's this scrawny little kid, and that's my son, and I was so proud of him, but this woman was laughing, and it broke my heart. I never wanted him to look at himself and say, hey, something's wrong with me, because these people keep looking at me and pointing. But If anybody's known Anthony throughout his whole life, it's that big smile, that great personality, you know, and never letting anything get him down. Even when they'd ask him, you know, what happened to your leg? He's like, I was born that way. Just with confidence, he just says it. I know Anthony made it a point that he wanted to go to a Division I school. He had worked really hard with 2 undefeated seasons, 2 state titles. But he wasn't heavily recruited. He knew he had something to prove once again. When he first started, it was like, oh, poor thing, you know, good for him, he's trying, he's got one leg, he's at a disadvantage. And then as he started winning, it was, well, he's got an advantage because he's got all that upper body strength and, you know, people can't get low enough. And I'm like, no, the kid just figured out how to beat you guys.
And it will be a tall task for Anthony Robles, the senior from Mesa, Arizona, 7 minutes away from a national title.
I was scared for him, knowing that it had to be Iowa, knowing that it had to be the former champion.
Look at that. Beautiful technique by Robles.
For anybody to give Anthony any credit, it had to be the best of the best. Anthony had worked really hard, and he'd overcome a lot of stuff. A lot of people not expecting him to do it, people not expecting him to do anything. And for him to take control of that match, that was his defining moment. The pride I feel for him is indescribable. It's an honor to be Anthony's mom.
Ladies and gentlemen, the recipient of this year's Jimmy V Award for Perseverance, Anthony Robles.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here. The reason most of us are here tonight isn't because what we've accomplished. It's because of the sacrifices and encouragement that certain people have given us at critical times in our lives. And you just saw who sacrificed for me and encouraged me, and that was my mom, Judy Robles. When I was born, my birth dad immediately bailed. I was born with one leg, and my mom could have walked away and just given me up for adoption, but she didn't. She taught me to never let what I cannot do interfere with what I can do. And she didn't protect me from pain and failure because she knew it would make me stronger. Even when my mom got sick at the beginning of my sophomore year in college, and my stepdad walked out on the family, and we lost our home, and I wanted to quit wrestling to get a job to help pay the bills, my mom refused to let any of us give up. And here I am today, national champion. I must also thank Arizona State University, Sun Devils, for giving me one of the finest educations in the world, and my friend Chris Friege and my high school coach Bobby Williams, who took me under their wrestling wings to push me every step of the way. And now, as I go forward with so much more to do, this is my message. Every soul who comes to earth with a leg or two at birth must wrestle his opponents knowing it's not what is, it's what can be that measures worth. Make it hard, just make it possible. And through pain, I'll not complain. My spirit is unconquerable. Fearless I will face each foe, for I know I am capable. I don't care what's probable. Through blood, sweat, and tears, I am unstoppable. Thank you.
Okay, so students, we're going to give you time now to talk in your home bases. I sent your home base teachers some discussion questions that had to do with what you just watched. And remember, students, do your personal best in all that you do. Treat others as you would like to be treated, and do what's right because it's the right thing to do. Have a wonderful day.